Hi everybody, I'm Leigh, and this is Grimmleighs Fiends. Thank you so much for joining today as I work through yet another prompt for Inktober 2021, which has been the crux of this entire month of October. It's been taking so much of my attention that I forgot that sometimes I like to tell stories about monsters, mythology, and magic. But soon things will be returning to some sense of normalcy. Today is day 23, which means our prompt is leak. Taking a look at the prompt sheet that we have here. So what are we going to do for leak? Leak involves water, or at least implies water. A couple of side rules that I put in place for my involvement in Inktober this year. The first one being that the videos chronicling the entries for each day of the competition will need to be around 20 minutes or less. And the other rule being that I have to make each entry monstrous. The reason behind that, of course, being that Grimmleighs is all about the monsters. So. Sometimes the monsters are a little goofier than others, and that makes me really happy. I sure love a goofy monster. We're only a couple minutes in. We're going to go ahead and get to inking. When I was a kid growing up in Southern California, my grandma had a swimming pool in her apartment complex. So I spent pretty much my entire life in a swimming pool, as probably any of you out there who grew up in California probably did as well. It's just part of the life. But one of the things that plagued me the most is I have a really narrow ear canal. And so anytime I got out of the pool, my ears would just leak water like crazy. So that's the inspiration behind this particular monster today. Nothing but empathy for this particular creature, because there's just nothing like an earful of water. I remember the first time I lived in a more northern state and realized that not every apartment complex had a swimming pool. I'm just thinking that was the weirdest thing. Why? Why wouldn't you have a swimming pool? hope that a sea monster like this would have a better way of dealing with water buildup in their ears, but
Alright, we're 9 minutes in. Pretty good time for today. So since we're dealing with enough extra time here, we'll probably throw a little bit of color on the drawing. Just a little bit. Nothing major. Got some Prismacolor pencils that I've had kicking around for about 1,000 years now. Let's get some of those out. There's a good color as it rolls away. Searching for liberation.
do some bright colors. It's funny, through my entire life of adding color to monsters, I've always gone with these stereotypically manly colors because I'm a man. But the truth of it is that some of the less quote-unquote manly colors out there are really cool. I love pink. It's a great color, great peachy colors. Your purples, your pastels, those are all really great, vibrant colors, and they look so good on a drawing. So I learned from painting some miniatures from a Spanish science fiction miniature company that, vibrant color is so much fun and it's so liberating. So if you're out there struggling with your color choices, you feel like your color options have grown stagnant, and start using some bright, vibrant, fun colors like this. It says process red. I don't think that's, whatever. We're gonna use a little here on the eyes, give them some bloodshot eyes. But this color has got, it's kind of a fuchsia pinky foundation. That's fun to work with, and it gives you so much cool tonal variance in your drawings that just won't be there if you're using your typical colors. I mean, 10 years ago, I would have colored these neck plates. I would have colored them like a nice neutral stone color or an earth color of some sort or another. I wouldn't have gone in with something that's, for all intents, a fuchsia, a really vibrant pink. But I think it just adds so much to the character. It adds so much just vibrance and punch that isn't really there otherwise. I think it gives our eyes a treat too, because we get so used to the typical colors that people end up playing with when they're drawing. And so when you can shake that up, shake up the visual feast that you're offering your viewers or the people that are ingesting your media in the first place. I think what I'm telling you to do, or asking you to do, is play with your color palette more. Set yourself free from those biases that you might have in place against certain types of colors. I'm going to go back over this when the camera's done rolling and use a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and just kind of break up the color a little bit. The rubbing alcohol and Q-tip technique, it kind of melts the colored pencil wax a little bit, which allows you to not have that so very obviously colored look to your drawing. Something I also struggled with for the longest time was leaving any negative space. If something I was drawing was going to have color on it, then it was going to have color all over it. It wasn't something that I was going to leave some white to break up the... I needed solid color all the time. Now I'm learning how to just kind of leave some non-colored areas. Leave it white. Let the quality of that white, that white tone just do some work for you. Find my pencil bag. plenty of time to play still, so let's play a little more. Let's get a little bit of a darker blue in there. Just a little bit will do it. Doesn't have to be much. I can't be anything but happy with the result on this one. I love this guy. He's making me really happy. So, we're going to call day 23 a raging success. Day 23. Leak. Go. And thanks so much for tuning in today as we work through this 23rd day of Inktober 2021. We do have a dedicated playlist for the entire Inktober project for this year, so you can see the previous 22 entries into this experiment. For me, in particular, a huge experiment because I've never made it this far in an Inktober project. Actually, by about a week now, I've gone a week farther into Inktober than I've ever gone before. So, yay me, big thumbs up. And big thumbs up for you for listening and for watching. And if you're enjoying what you're watching, of course, you could scare up that like button and you could let us haunt you forever by subscribing to the channel. The best is yet to come.